Hi, this is Swathiramya, Assistant Professor, AIDS Department. You're here with me in Operating System and Virtualization lecture series. I'm handling Operating System and Virtualization for Second Year Computer Science Department. In this video, we are going to discuss about what is Operating System and what is Computer System and how Operating System connected with Computer System. Operating System. Let's get into it. So, let's begin with understanding about what is computer system actually means in the real life. Whenever we use a mobile phone or send a message or attend an online class or book a ticket, any kind of operation like this, we are interacting with a computer system. Yes, a computer system is just not like a machine. It's an integrated environment where the hardware components like CPU, memory and device works together with the software to perform its task completely. The system will get the input from the external environment. The system will process the data and store the information and produce the meaningful result based on the user interaction. These instructions are called the programs. So every time we perform a single small operations, the computer system follows a set of sequential instructions to complete the task. Understanding the basic idea is very important because operating system exists mainly to manage and coordinate all these activities inside the computer system. So operating system is nothing but it helps us to it is like a intermediate between the hardware and the software. It works together. It makes the hardware and software works together. So when I told you that the computer system will get the input, it will process the input and it will produce some meaningful information, and this computer hardware and the software work together to complete the task. So for completing all these tasks, we need some basic components of the computer system. So here you can see the basic components of computer systems are hardware, system software, user and data and procedures. To understand how the computer system works in practice, we need to look at its main components. A computer system is not a single unit. It is made up of the several components that depends on each other and work together to perform the task efficiently. The first component will be the hardware component, which includes the physical devices such as CPU, RAM, CPU, memory, storage, mouse, monitor. Input-output device is nothing but mouse, monitor, and the storage devices is nothing but RAM. So these components are responsible for accepting the input, processing the data, storing the information and produce the output. The second component will be the system software, which includes the operating system, device driver, compiler and loader. The system software acts as the controller that manages the hardware and provides the platform for every application program to run smoothly. So let's move to the third component, that is user. Third component, which may include that end user or some programmer and the system administrator. The user or a programmer or system administrator will interact with the system to perform particular task or to develop the software or to manage some particular operations. They will ask the system to do some task. That will be the third component. Fourth component is nothing but the data and procedures. Data and procedures. Data means it includes the number, text, image, audio, video, while the Procedure defines the set or rules used to process this data. That is, we are giving the user, we used to give the data, we used to give input, and we used to give the input and ask the computer system to complete some particular task. So if you want to complete this task, we need a set of rules or the set of instruction to the system to complete these tasks. So the set of instruction will be there in the procedure. It will have the set of instruction which helps to process the data and complete the task the user gives. For example, let's compare it with a real-time example. Okay. For example, when a student prepares an assignment on a laptop or a system, the user type the content using the keyboard, right? So the application software process the input. The operating system will manages the main memory, and CPU usage, and the hardware will execute the set of instruction, and the data gets stored as a file on particular disk. All these components work together for a task to be completed successfully. Hope you understand what is component, what are the components of computer system and how they want to work together to simple tasks to be done. With this, I will wind up the video, and next video will discuss the other things of the computer system. Thank you.